What do women want in a relationship and in a man? Hi, my name is Dr. Kovanen. I'm a registered psychologist and a relationship therapist and coach. I am here to educate and help men to become more confident in dating and build the relationships that they really want in the future. I have worked with many men over the years. The million-dollar question is, what do women want in their relationships? And the answers may some ways surprise you. What I've learned over the years is that men perhaps create these ideas or have these beliefs about women that are not necessarily always true, and may actually stop you from really approaching women confidently because you believe them to be something that they may not be. So let's talk about these 8 qualities that women really want in a relationship and in a partner. And if you're interested in learning more about how to become confident, how to build the relationship skills that are needed for a modern relationship, do consider giving this channel a follow so that you will be notified of future videos. But let's talk about now 8 qualities that women really want in a man and in a relationship. These are not in any particular order. So number 1 is a man with a plan. What this means is that women want a man, someone who knows themselves, someone knows what they want in life. This doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be the most driven in terms of career-wise or in some other ways pursuing these really high goals. What this means is that you are in some way focused. You know what you want in life and you have a plan to create a life and then work towards your goals. So this could be in anything. But on the whole, she is looking for, on some level, women, even in this modern world, are looking for a man who is able to provide. Because if a woman wants to have a family, raising children takes a lot of effort, and it takes a village to create a family and to raise a family. So she wants someone who she can trust. So what does this mean when you have a plan? Plan means, for example, when you are dating, be very clear and talk to her about you wanting to take her out. Don't just say, shall we just hang out sometimes? That's very lazy. And that's not sexy. She wants to hear that you have come up with a plan. You may have suggestions. You say, for example, I know this great, whatever it is. Would you be interested in going and checking it out with me someday? I would love to take you on a date. Or you might give her 2 options. But come up with the plan. Because someone who is very vague, that gives a very lazy vibe, and lazy is not great when we are talking about dating. You don't have to be the most focused in other ways. You need to be someone who is paying attention and who's putting effort. So effort is key. Okay, so number 2 is about inner confidence. And this inner confidence comes from knowing yourself. This may require more work, this sort of self-reflection, knowing who you are as a person, what you like, what you don't like. You're able to set boundaries. Women don't want just someone who is okay with everything. So have this inner confidence. And as I said, this whole channel is here to help you build more confidence, whether it's in terms of approaching women, but also even more importantly, helping you to feel confident and good within yourself. This inner confidence is about being comfortable with who you are as a person and accepting yourself with warts and all. None of us, we are perfect in any way. And women are not looking for a perfect man. They're looking for someone who is comfortable within themselves, but also who understands where they may have more work to do. And then number 3 is a very important one because it helps to bond socially. And that's sense of humor. You don't need to be, or neither should you be, the clown in the group. It's about being able to engage in funny conversations, have sense of humor, because that's often about putting people at ease. So if you're good at putting people at ease, this will really help her to feel more at ease with you. So women are looking for someone who is able to have a laugh with, but also who they can have a serious conversation with. So if you are someone who always deflects everything with laughter and making a joke out of everything, there may be some more inner work to do, because often that's a way of defending yourself in some ways. Number 4, this is very important. It's about being reliable. If you're a man whose words and actions are aligned, you're winning. Because this is such an important quality. Everything goes back to, at the end of the day, for the idea whether you end up having a family or not in the future, or maybe you have already had with someone. But essentially, biologically, we are designed to find someone that we can mate with and we can create a family together with. Women want someone who is reliable because that creates peace at home. And it's the same thing for you as well. Men want women who create and bring peace with them. So please be worthy of her peace and be reliable.
So number 5 is he does what he says. Especially in the early days of dating, it is very important that you follow with what you say. And of course, this applies later on. But remember, women are at this stage really looking out for any signs of you not showing up, or they are really kind of checking that whether you are creating an environment which is safe. And reliability, as we talked about, that creates sense of safety. And in the same way, when you say that you're going to do something, and if you don't then deliver, this is a clear no-no. So there's absolutely no way of coming back from when you've said, oh, let's meet up on a such and such date, and then you disappear and then you come back. And a woman who respects herself, she really kind of says, he's not showing up, he's not being consistent, and this is a no-no for her. So remember that it is really important that women are looking for someone who they can trust and someone who is reliable, someone who delivers what they're going to say. So don't make empty promises. Don't try to humor her and say things that you don't really mean. It's much better that you're honest about what's really going on. And number 6 is about setting good boundaries. So a man who has good boundaries, a man who respects himself, who values himself, sets clear boundaries. And again, this communicates to women about the man really being reliable, someone you can trust, because communication becomes very clear with good boundaries. So how you demonstrate good boundaries is even how you have conversations with your friends, how you treat them. Women are on the lookout for anything that is not a test, but they're on the lookout for to really hear how you treat other people in your world too. So if you don't have very good boundaries with your friends, for example, if your friends on a whim quite frequently ask you to go out, and even if you don't really want to or feel like it, you decide to go, or there's something else, and then you maybe complain and say later on, oh well, such and such, I didn't really want to do it, but anyway. So this is not a very attractive quality in a man. So a man who has very clear boundaries, knows himself, knows exactly what they want in life, and they have these clear boundaries and they communicate that to everyone. And this creates a very safe environment for a woman, and that is very attractive. So be always very mindful of when you talk about how you are holding really boundaries. And if it is difficult for you to hold boundaries, whether it is with your family members, with your friends, there might be some work that you need to be doing personally about how you value yourself and your time. And this really includes in all areas of your life. Holding boundaries, even in dating situations, really communicates about how you value yourself. So even if you're very attracted to her and you would rather lower your boundaries for her, this again is not very attractive. So if something really doesn't work for you, you need to communicate about that. Because if she ends up in a relationship with you, she doesn't want someone who is not communicating about their boundaries clearly, because this can lead to a lot of difficult situations later on. So always remember to communicate clearly, even with her, about what you like, what you don't like, and so on. Number 7. Number 7 is about women liking a man who looks after himself. And this means in terms of looking after yourself, appearance-wise, emotionally, physically, in all aspects of your life. Because women put a lot of effort into their well-being, and they also want a partner who does the same. They don't want a partner who is what's called like a man-child, as someone who becomes almost like a child that they need to look after. So this is really about you prioritizing yourself, your well-being, in terms of having good diet, exercise, and all of that kind of stuff. And this will not only make you feel really good, but it also, you radiate this health. And women want someone in their life who also looks after themselves. And then together, maybe there is an activity that both of you would enjoy doing. And this is really lovely, a moment of being able to share common values and lifestyle choices in life, really. And number 8, one of the most crucial skills for a successful relationship are listening skills. So what does this mean? If she is maybe telling you about something that is difficult for her, this doesn't mean that you need to go into a fix-it mode. I know this is your natural tendency, perhaps, that you want to go and fix it for her. But actually, it is really what women want to be heard. Like, you want to be heard in a relationship too. When you have something on your mind, you want to be seen and heard. And in the same way, women want to be heard, and they can fix their problems themselves. They just want you to really hear and maybe use you as a sounding board. And this is something that is, if it doesn't come naturally to you, many of my male clients have found it that it's really useful when they have started just taking a back seat a little bit and actively listening to, what is she telling me here? She's telling me about her difficult day. And when she's telling me, I don't need to go and launch into helping her to fix the situation, but I'm literally just listening and saying, darling, that sounds very difficult for you. And this allows her nervous system to calm down. She gets the message that you are being present with her. If this doesn't come naturally to you, you can start practicing listening just in your everyday situations. Don't launch into fix-it mode, but just tell yourself to sit back and hear what the other person is telling you. So this will be a skill that if you master it, it will help you in so many ways in your future relationships. So we have now covered 8 things that women want in a man in a relationship. And these were, again, so being a man with a plan, having inner confidence, having good sense of humor, being reliable, being someone who says and does, whose words and actions are aligned, having good, clear boundaries, being a man who looks after himself, and being a man who knows how to listen. Essentially, it all boils down to women just want to feel emotionally safe in a relationship. So they are looking out for someone. Are you someone who she could trust and rely on? If you are a man who a woman can feel safe with, you are winning. Then it's really about you finding the confidence within yourself to go out there and speak to more women and learn better dating skills. If you are struggling with your dating confidence, go and download my Dating Confidence Kickstart Guide, and you will get tips on how to improve your dating confidence and start talking to more women with confidence, and finally, perhaps find the relationship that you're looking for. I would love to now know which one of these 8 qualities do you already have, and which ones do you perhaps need to practice more? And women, if you're out there in the audience too, I would love to hear, are there any other ones that you would love to men to know about? Because I think it's important that we have these conversations, because there's so many myths about women. And in fact, if we have open conversations about what's important in relationships, many more people can have great dating experiences and meet the right person. I hope to see you soon again. Bye for next time.